Throughout Luffy's journey, he's been able to beat mostly every enemy he's came across with ease, until he crossed paths with a wandering admiral of the Marines named Kuzan. After this exchange, Luffy realized how powerless he was against some of the stronger people of the sea. Shortly after this, Robin was kidnapped by Cypherball, and this is where Luffy and the crew decided to go rescue Robin. And through this turmoil, Luffy then learned a few new tricks along the way. Truth is, I'm glad I met you guys when I did. It's thanks to you, I won't ever lose my friends. When we fought before, and it looked like you were disappearing, you were really just moving your feet 10 to 20 times a second. I got the hang of it too, but I never would have figured something like that out on my own. I'll be able to use your tricks to protect them. All this is because he forcefully stretches his blood vessels wider to increase the speed of his blood flow, like a pump. And this allows him to move at absurd speeds. But there is a huge drawback to this ability, which is every time he uses it, he's shortening his lifespan because he's putting too much strain on his entire body. Although, after the time skip, he has improved the ability enough that he has more control of it and can allow it to be on certain parts of his body, which it should reduce the effect on his body by a lot. Luffy's Gear Third, in theory, is a crazy idea he came up with in the heat of battle, where he bites into his arm to inflate his bones, muscles and limbs, which then increases the overall volume of his body. And because of Luffy's rubbery properties, this allows Luffy to have an insane lung capacity, that he is able to blow up any part of his body to the size of a giant's. This increases his overall attack power significantly. The downside to this form was when Luffy first started using this ability, which the added side effect was shrinking into a smaller version of himself. And this was a huge problem, due to he couldn't be of any use for a little while, because he had to recover first. But this problem got fixed after the time skip, and isn't really an issue anymore. And now, we're finally at Gear 4th. Luffy learnt this form of his when he was training with Rayleigh. Gear 4th is a bit more complex due to Luffy has to infuse both Gear 2nd and 3rd together at the same time, as well as concentrating Onma and Haki into the mix. This allows him to increase the tension of his rubber. Plus, due to using the protein elasticity of rubber, he was able to utilize this property to fly. Because of the amount of tension in this form, it allows Luffy to unleash the elasticity of rubber and allows massive attacking potential with insane agileness. Another perk to this form is that it allows the body to still stay rubbery, so physical blows, even ones enhanced with Onma and Haki, will simply bounce off. Gear 4th has a few forms to it, but the first one I'll be explaining will be Gear 4th, SnakeMan. This form gives Luffy a more slender look, but don't be fooled by the smaller frame. This form seems to get rid of some of the maximum power of Bounce Man, but swaps it out for more speed, and this makes possibly Luffy's fastest form. Plus, it seems the form's attacks have greater reach and are much faster too. And the other form is called Tankman, but this form has only ever been shown against Charlotte Cracker, when Luffy was full to the brim, but I guess this is possibly a more powerful version of Bounce Man, and Luffy defeated Cracker by him getting stuck in Luffy's stomach and then getting ejected back out, and was sent flying all over Totland. The major drawbacks for Luffy in this form is that it has a limit to how long it can be active, and once that threshold has been reached, the form will automatically deactivate, leaving Luffy barely able to move and exhausted. This also leaves him unable to use Haki for 10 minutes after using this technique, as it quickly depletes his Haki reserves. And if you'd like to watch any more videos like this or relate to this, check out the videos shown above.